Hey, Dr. Claude Kershner here. I am excited would be the wrong word. I'm expectant to have my wife not be happy about the fact that I'm recording this video about my book being published, exposing our humble abode in such a fashion. So this is my desk, and one of the reasons why I wanted to show you this desk is because this is where I did a lot of the writing of the book that I'm about to talk about. So the book. Wait, let me start this way. If you don't know me, my name is Claude Kershner. I'm 39 years old. I have three daughters and I'm married. And I wrote this awesome book. It's called Deemed Essential: Finding Greatness Through the Business of Serving Others. And I'm looking forward to talking a little bit about it. This is my first video, so I'm practicing the three main points of the book that you'll see are going to show up in every conversation that I have. And one I think is the most important is the respect and honoring, and the book being a testament to the frontline trade workers, the ones that are out there every day, essentially venturing into chaotic situations and uncertainty in order to serve customers, in order to maintain our infrastructure, and doing it in a fashion that at sometimes goes unnoticed. And one of the interesting stories that I have that I'll share is when I was working as a pool tech, I was driving a company vehicle in Miami, and I was in traffic. And at that particular time, it was about halfway through the day. I was tired and I had to go to the bathroom really bad. And there was no bathroom anywhere to be found. And so smelling like chlorine, sweating, and driving in traffic in Miami on my way to look for a public restroom was not really a fun experience. But trade workers every single day deal with things like that, which is a minor issue, but they deal with major issues, major flaws, major uncertainties, unable to diagnose or troubleshoot problems. And there is a type of knowledge and a type of competency that when one gets good at that, what it does for people, for serving customers and for our economy is huge. And one of the things that I encourage you, if you're listening, if you're in the business of trade work, and if you are working on a career as a trade worker in the field and wanting to move up to a supervisor position, potentially a management position, the same kinds of skills, competencies, and mindset, the tenacity, the perseverance and fortitude, the focus as well to get the work done is the same kind of mindset and fortitude and tenacity needed to be successful as an entrepreneur. So as you are expanding in your career, know that if you aren't happy with the way that you're being compensated, or you're not happy with your leadership, or you want to figure out a way to grow within your own career, consider starting your own business in the trade service industry, because I think there's a lot of opportunity for people who are good at what they do there. So that's theme number one. How did I do addressing theme number one in a concise way? Respecting, honoring, and this book being a testament to the frontline trade workers, the plumbers, electricians, HVAC, contractors, construction workers, landscapers, pool techs, plumbers, if I didn't already say that. But these are the people that we should be talking about more often and that we see every day. So anyway, stories about that. And the second one I think is really the theme is family. And I worked with my father for 25 years. He had me working when I was about 15 years old, if not younger, in the summertime, building pools, cleaning pools, doing landscaping, maintaining people's homes. And at that particular time, we had about 35, 40 team members. And it was a great experience. But working with my father to lead and manage a company wasn't always easy. We had an office together for about 7 years. And let's just say that I graduated from college. I worked in commercial real estate in corporate America for 3 years, then got a master's degree, and then went and worked with my father, which I think is a good thing. But I had some ego. I had some independent contributor competitiveness to me. And I thought that I had all the answers, and that was not the case. And I learned how to honor and respect my father over time. Even though we had many jousts and arguments in the office, it was funny. We would try to close the door, and of course, we would scream at the top of our lungs so everybody could hear us. But we would have it out with one another. And yes, I was at times disrespectful to my father, and I had to learn how to honor and respect him the way that I'm supposed to. And these stories are detailed and deemed essential. And without my father and without his commitment And without his entrepreneurial leadership, I wouldn't be able to write this book, and I certainly wouldn't be sitting here talking to you today about the blissful experience. My father and I do have a great relationship, but if you're in business with a family member, if you're in business with a son, if you're in business with your father, this would be a great book to read because it talks about some of those trials and tribulations that I'm sure you can relate to. Okay, point number 3. The third point, it's about, I want to make sure I say this right. It's about understanding the humility and the humanistic side of leading and managing people, especially people that work every day with their hands. And that's theme number 3. I think there's a way to do it and there's a way not to do it. And one of the ways to do it is to not ask anybody to do something that you're unwilling to do yourself. And if you don't want to learn how to build respect by admitting what you don't know and realizing that coming into a trade business or coming into work as an owner, a manager, or a supervisor, and not spending time in the field with the guys or girls, or not getting out there and doing the work yourself and learning from the ground up, even if you've done it, for many years, but getting out there and putting your boots on and doing the work and understanding the nuances, understanding the customers, meeting the customers in the field and serving with your team is the right way to do it. The wrong way to do it is the ivory tower approach, where you're in the office, you're unavailable, you're on the phone, you don't listen, you don't talk, you don't have an open door policy. That's not the way to do it. And I had to learn that the hard way. The more I'm absent from the office, the more I'm disengaged in doing some of the things that I think are serving my team, the more problems, the more toxicity, and the more chaos is created. So building a culture of service-minded, honest, integrity-driven people who share the same values as you is very important, and being able to empower the right people and to trust the right people. You'll see trust is another theme throughout this book that is showing up a lot. So that's it. Just get the book. It's on Amazon, Kindle. We have a hard copy, we have paperback, and we're going to make an audiobook soon in English and in Spanish. And I just want to shout out the publisher that helped make this happen. It's Led to Lead Publishing, a gentleman named Carlos Pena. And I decided to work with them, and they decided to work with me because of the values that we share as men, as leaders in the community. Some of the people that have published with Led to Lead are people that I deeply respect, and I look forward to working with Led to Lead throughout this entire project. But again, my name is Dr. Claude Kershner. Thank you so much for being a part of this, and I really hope that you will pick up the book deemed essential, especially if you're a trade worker or a supervisor or manager that wants to move up in their career. So anyways, God bless, and I will shout out sometime soon with my new microphone here, and hopefully my wife will not give me too much slack with the neatness of this desk. Maybe I'll clean it this weekend as a project. All right, talk to you soon. Bye.